Protesters demanding a ceasefire during Israeli war in Gaza locking the U.S. military supply on ship on Friday for hours and blocking a U.S. military supply that left Oakland Port. Protesters also blocked entrance to the Dock 20, anchored by Cape Orlando container carrier. The protest was organized by the San Francisco-based Arab Source Organization Center, the POLIS. About 200 people, many Palestinian flags, and the protests that held the U.S. military aid to Israel. Protesters are connected to the Cape Orlando military supply ship in Oakland Port on 3 November 2023, KPIX'e according to spokesman of Oakland Port. The protest started at 6:45 in morning and did not break other cargo transportation activities. A 3 Palestinian supporter rope was holding a ladder and he refused to allow workers to close the military ship. A US Coast Guard negotiator tried to convince them to leave the ship, but the protesters rejected them. KPIX'e could not approve of this information with the government. Abushamala was one of many demonstrators who prevented the port entrance to ship. He said he had lost a few relatives in the war. Abushamala. A missile killed 3 generations. 1 uncle, sons and children, he said. Another Palestinian protester, Noura Khouri, said he lost a relative in the ING last week. Khouri. None of us sleep, eat, work. To continue our lives is literally impossible, said. Pro-Pilists protest in Oakland Port. KPIX'e. Some Jewish people also participated in the protest. I am here a Jewish person, the grandson of the Holocaust victims, and my grandmother Nazi got rid of Holocaust. I heard the stories of Holocaust by losing his family. And today Israel. My history. My family's history. This. Gaza'daki Palestinian families were killed, said Alamera AnnaBaltzer. Just before 1500, authorities lifted 3 protesters on rope staircase and ship came out of harbor.Bushamala and other protesters were disappointed. Abushamala. More U.S. does not have military aid to Israel. It is in your power. Don't let fear stop you, Abushamala said. Oakland Police. KPIX'e. Demonstrations to remain peaceful watched protest, and U.S. Coast Guard and Oakland Port said that cooperation. According to a statement from AROC, 3 protesters climbing ship was detained by federal agency, who has jurisdiction of U.S. Coast Guard. He said he was under investigation at moment. The release of AROC called to be awake for ships carrying similar cargo communities in the country and around the world. The real-time position of the ship can be found online.